Hello and welcome back to Trailer Shots. I'm your host and bartender Doug King, and with me as always is the lovely Vanessa Cook.
I am lovely, aren't I? Anyway, today we're going to check out the trailer for Cloud Atlas, which is a interesting and elaborate film that's based on the novel by the same name.
That's right, and then I'll be showing you how to make a cocktail called the Storm Cloud. That's right, so get ready, grab yourself a cocktail and get ready. It's time for Trailer Shots.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cloud Atlas stars two Oscar winners, Halle Berry and Tom Hanks, as well as the adorable Hugh Grant.
That's right, and they actually play multiple characters throughout the film in different times, races, and even different sexes.
You know, speaking of different sexes, did you know that Larry Wachowski, he's one of the writer-directors of the film, he is now Lana Wachowski.
We're going to tell you a little bit more about that after we watch this trailer.
Check it out.
Friday the 15th, we made sail with the morning tide. I had been quarantined to a storeroom away from the other passengers and crew. All I want to do now is return home.
My dear Sixsmith, I am in desperate need of your help. I got hooked on a journal written in 1849 by a dying lawyer during a voyage from a Pacific isle to San Francisco. Half the book is missing. It's completely killing me. A half-finished book is, after all, a half-finished love affair.
What are you reading?
Old letters.
Why do you keep reading them?
I don't know. Just trying to understand why we keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Our lives and our choices, each encounter,
Louis Sarray, Spyglass Magazine.
right, suggest a new potential direction.
That's it. The music from my dream.
I call it the Cloud Atlas Sextet.
There are whole movements I wrote imagining us meeting again and again in different lives, in different ages.
What are you doing in here?
We cross and recross our old tracks like figure skaters. The love of my life, what had happened to her?
I can't explain it. But I knew when I opened that door.
I heard it in a dream. It's in a nightmarish cafe. Blaring, bright lights. Underground and no way out. And the waitresses, they all had the same face.
Welcome to Pakistan.
No reason to hide. I know you are Sonmi 451.
Yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another. You ever think the universe was against you?
Where's our money? The law says.
Law! Fear, belief, love. Phenomena that determine the course of our lives. These forces begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
Our lives are not our own. We are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future.
Begun to fear I may never hold my beloved Tilda in my arms again.
The problem you create is a political one.
Yesterday, I believed I would never have done what I did today. I feel like something important has happened to me. Is this possible? I just met her, and yet I have fallen in love with Louisa Ray.
Saving me twice, Dave.
Fall, I'll catch you.
There's a natural order to this world, and those who try to upend it do not fare well.
I believe there is another world waiting for us, Sixsmith. A better world. And I'll be waiting for you there.
Well, that is Cloud Atlas, and wow, what a great looking film. I mean, not an easy novel to try to adapt to films, but I think they did it. I mean, this covers multiple generations, same characters. I mean, it's very epic in its proportions, but this looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's deep and thought-provoking. I mean, it deals with, they have a lot of prosthetics going on. They had tight schedule production times for this film.
In fact, because there was two different sets of directors, there was Tom Tykwer and then the Wachowski brothers.
But can you actually call them the Wachowski brothers, considering Larry had the sex change?
Yeah, and it's just my own opinion, I think Larry became Lana because it happened right after Speed Racer. I think he did it to try and hide the fact that he was even involved in the Speed Racer debacle.
I think I agree with that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. But here's the interesting fact. There was the two different teams of directors, and they actually were filming concurrently with two completely different sets of crews. Just the cast and the directors were there. So, interesting. Interesting little fact about behind the scenes. That was a good-looking film. We're going to give it 5 out of 5 shots.
That is the highest honor. 5 out of 5 shots.
It really is. All of Hollywood is watching trailer shots to see how we rate them. They should. If you're not, what
There's
the heck?
something wrong with you.
Yeah. Really enjoyable film. Great trailer. Tom Hanks does an incredible job. Halle Berry does a pretty good job.
What? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Halle Berry was freaking amazing.
She's
going to be, I think.
I have read some reviews that really pan her, though, but that's somebody else.
What do they know?
What do they know? They're not us.
They're not us.
They're not drinking.
Exactly, and alcohol helps tremendously.
Makes everything look much better.
Yes, including Doug.
Well, speaking of drinking, our cocktail recommendation is the Storm Cloud. It's ½ ounce of Sambuca, ½ ounce of Blue Caracal, and then float a ½ ounce of Bailey's Irish Cream. This is a good shot, and it's called the Storm Cloud.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Trailer Shots. We're glad you're with us.
That's right. Thanks for watching, and as always, please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you, and click on the subscription button above so that you won't miss any future episodes. There's a lot of great movies coming out. We're entering Oscar season, so we've got to get ready for that.
That's correct. That's a true statement, Doug. Thank you for that. Also, check us out on our Facebook page. We'll have more trailers. We'll have some trivia. We'll have some quotes. We'll have all sorts of really great, fun things that you don't want to miss.
So, as always, enjoy the movies and always have a drink in your hand.
That's right.
Cheers.
Very important. Cheers. Cloud Atlas stars...
Wait, hold on a sec. Okay.
All right.
That's right. Including...
We were so close.
What
were we going to say?
No, it's just not appropriate. So...
Let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, ready?
Let me do my hair. Hold on.
Shut up.